If you're feeling stuck in life and don't exactly know what your next best step is, then this video is for you. Hey guys, Eddie Thomason here. I'm an inspirational speaker on a mission to help youth and young adults shed self-limiting beliefs so they can pursue a life they're passionate about living. So if you're new here, consider subscribing below and make sure you hit the bell button so that you don't miss out on any of this fire content that's going to help you develop a better you. With that being said, let's just dive into this video. Let's cut straight to the chase. The next best step in your life is to invest in yourself, period. Obviously, we all have a lot of free time on our hand nowadays. And what we do with that spare time is going to separate the high achievers from the constant complainers. I'm not going to take time in this video to go and explain why personal growth is so important. I actually did that in a previous video, so I'm going to put that in one of the cards up here as well as down in the description below. However, this video is more so going to be a step-by-step guide on how you can start to make those investments in yourself now that's going to pay out dividends later. Listen, there's only two things that you can control in your life, just two, and that's your actions and your attitude. And right now, obviously, there's a lot of different things that's happening in life with coronavirus and all the stuff that we're all fighting through right now. However, I want to take the time right now to go through a quick personal growth example that will get you from this poor thought process and mindset into establishing some habits that's going to allow you to create some type of lifestyle as you come on the back end and outside of all this stuff that we're going through right now, okay? So the first step in this example is to learn a skill set. Listen, none of us have an excuse for why we can't learn something new right now. We have nothing but free time. So therefore, all the information in the internet is literally in the palm of our hand. You're on YouTube right now looking at this video, or maybe you're on Facebook or somewhere else, but it's primarily pushed through YouTube. So that's one place where you can go to learn a skill set. For the sake of this example, let's say the skill set is just graphic design. Let's say you want to learn how to start developing some images and some different graphics so that you can start marketing yourself and building a business around this new skill set that you have. Okay, so that's step number one, learn the skill set. Step number two, you probably already know what it is, but it's to practice that skill set. If you want to monetize anything that you do in life, you're going to have to practice at it. Obviously, the first time you do anything, you're going to be horrible at it. You're going to suck, okay? But you have to learn how to embrace the suck, S-U-C, of success. You see what I did there? But anyways, you got to learn how to embrace that suck of success. So you have to start practicing that skill set. I mean, let's all think about Kobe, rest in peace. But Kobe was the master of work ethic and just honestly, continuously developing his skills so that he can be recognized and understood to be the best, one of the best players to ever play the game, right? So that's the thought process that you need to have inside of this skill set that you're now developing, because it's allowing you to get the right tools inside of your tool belt so you can go build the life that you want to live. What does that look like for graphic design? Well, obviously you're on YouTube right now. You can start looking up different graphic design tutorials and start teaching yourself that skill set. But here's one of the really cool things that stood out to me when I first started trying to develop that skill set myself. Number one was the fact that there was a scenario where the guy asked, hey, if you can create one logo or one example, one design per week, or if you can create one design per day, which one would you choose? And most people would pick option one. They say, oh, I want the time to really develop it. I want to make sure it looks nice and all these other different things, which is fine to an extent, okay? Like obviously you want to have that type of, I want this to look good. However, if you're just coming up with mock designs and different ideas, the best thing to do is get a lot of repetitions fast. So the more that you can do, say 10 in a week or even 10 in a day, just crafting these different designs, then that's going to help you practice that skill set and develop it so much faster so that you can start moving on to step number three, which is actually monetizing that skill set. So monetizing your skill set is literally just using what you know, applying that knowledge, and then getting paid for it. Obviously, you don't want to learn some different things that you can't eventually profit from, right? Or be able to add value to somebody else and exchange what you do for the value in return. So learning how to monetize that skill set is one of the primary things that you can do. However, sometimes that can get a little murky inside of how you start to develop that process. And my recommendation is that you just, again, look it up. There's so many different outlets for opportunities and different ways that you can learn how to monetize things today that, if you don't know how to figure it out, come on, man. Come on. Google is your friend. You can literally go in there and search a term, search, for example, how to monetize graphic design. And it'll come up with all these different results about exactly what you need to do to start making money off of this new skill set that you just developed. Okay? So I don't want to hear the excuses. I don't want to hear that there's no opportunity available. I don't want to hear that, oh, I don't know what the heck I should be doing right now. You can start investing that time into yourself and investing that into that skill set so that you can start making money from it. So the last and final step is actually step number 4, and that allows you to develop a side hustle from that skill set. Listen, what I've learned is that you can't become wealthy working for wealthy people. In order to first have a shot at becoming wealthy, you have to own something of your own. So developing a side business, some type of side hustle, whatever you want to call it, is going to allow you to start putting in the equity to yourself, right? Here's what I tell people all the time. If you can go to work and you can give 8 hours of your day to somebody else and building their dream, then you should be able to come home and dedicate 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours to yourself and the legacy that you're actually building. So developing that side hustle, that thing that you can do outside of the corporate 9-to-5 job or 7-to-3 job or 7-to-11 job, you can figure out how to start monetizing what you do and what you're passionate about doing so that you can create that lifestyle that you really want to live. So let's do this. Let's stop making excuses about the things that we can't control and start focusing on what we can, which is ourselves. If we can just control the actions that we take on a daily basis and stop complaining about all the stuff that's going on around us and figuring out what the solutions are inside of this big, huge web of chaos that the news is portraying to us right now, then I guarantee that you're going to come outside of this entire pandemic, this entire situation on top and thriving and not just surviving like everybody else is going to be. And here's something else to remember. You are born with the seeds of greatness already inside of you. It's just up to you to plant yourself in an environment that's going to allow you to grow. So take yourself out of these small-minded situations and these environments that is making you think that there's no opportunity out there or like the whole world is about to end. Like your next best step is just to invest in you. I mean, listen, I've been there. I've been there sitting down in my chair thinking to myself, like, what the heck am I going to be doing next? Like all this stuff is happening around me. What can I control? And then once I figure that out, I get clarity on that situation. That's when I just flat out run. I just take that direction. I run with it and I figure it out along the way because applied knowledge is power, not just knowledge alone. If you got the information that's up here inside of your head, you have to figure out how to apply it so that you can start making results from it, earning fruit from it. Okay. That's how you plant seeds in your mind and then start to manifest it in real life. You have to start doing the work behind it that's going to produce those seeds. So with all that said, I want you guys to do me a favor. Let me know in the comments what side hustles that you are currently thriving in or have started since all of these, the pandemic in itself has come into effect, or even for some of you who have not started yet, but you're just kind of dibble-dabbling and trying to figure out what it is that you want to start. Let me know down in the comments. I want to know about you guys. I have a passion to know about you guys. If you haven't realized this already, I'm a people-centric person. So I love to hear about other people. I love to hear about their goals and try to figure out from my perspective, how can I come alongside and help you get there? So if you want to learn more about personal growth or any type of mentorship opportunities and things like that, make sure that you look at some of the other videos that's on this channel. And remember, you're more than a conqueror. See you next week. Well, listen, if you made it this far, you probably found some valuable information inside of this video that's going to help you get to the next level inside of your life. And if that's the case, make sure you smash that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel to make sure that you don't miss any of the fire content that's going to help you earn and grow into a better you.